The entertainment markets today are just now beginning to realize that theaters are on their second round of closures and amusement parks are likely not going to reopen for quite some time. Is it possible that in this country we can follow a different plan to avoid this kind of thing?
Ladies and gentlemen, hiss and foes, welcome to the Culture Casino!
So today, we start with an off-the-cuff segment of me talking about the completely predictable things that were happening in Asia that would show a second round of infections from this global catastrophe that we're facing now. And the cinemas in China and in Hong Kong and pretty much throughout Asia, Japan, and other Asian countries are closing again. China had reopened these theaters for an inexplicable reason other than to try to jumpstart the economy, knowing full well that they hadn't eclipsed the point where they had the thing that we're dealing with under control. So the box office is going to suffer again in Asia, and the entertainment companies in the United States are going to suffer again as they still can't release their pictures in the foreign markets. So I'll read from the story from Deadline titled "Cinema Closures, Hong Kong Orders Shut Down, Japanese, Korean Chains Are Also Closing." Some of the last holdouts in Asia are joining the raft of global markets to see cinema closures, even as the picture in China was beginning to look brighter before taking a turn today. Full stop there, because they've been misrepresenting everything the entire time, and there is smuggled video out there on the internet to show that this crisis was not over in China, and they moved forward in a way of promoting propaganda to mislead the rest of the world. Not helpful. Again from the article. At this point, all major international box office markets, along with domestic, are essentially closed. Even in places where the turnstiles are still not blocked, it's just notional. The source tells us, adding, "There is no business, period." Yeah, nobody's going to go to a theater when they've been told to be locked down. You want to avoid clustering in groups like that. Hong Kong today ordered a 2-week closure of cinemas and other public venues that typically attract large amounts of people. The move comes as Hong Kong saw a surge in the redbug cases on Friday. In Korea, major exhibitor CGV is shutting down about 30% of its theaters beginning Saturday, according to Yonhap News Agency. 35 of the 116 CGV cinemas nationwide will close, while those remaining open will screen films only 3 times a day. The chain is reportedly considering further closures. No kidding. CGV is part of CJ Entertainment, a backer of this year's Best Picture Oscar winner, Parasite, which I can't believe it won that award because it wasn't an American entry, but I digress. Anyway, so that's just one of the stories today that's coming from the entertainment industry. It's strange that this information didn't come from the news media well in advance of that, but again, as the journalists in the United States, or the U.S. journalists, I should say, were removed from China, and diplomats removed from China, we have a case where we're not getting accurate information. Not that we were before, but we're getting even less now. And this is going to continue when you have a government that values saving face over saving human lives. This is the kind of stuff that you end up with. Anyway, so beyond all of those issues that we're worried about, apparently we need to be worried about the mental health of the celebrities, because they continue to go on Twitter, to go on YouTube, and other platforms to share their thoughts that are usually completely insane. Although there are a few celebrities like Ryan Reynolds who are going out there saying, hey, stay away from everybody. Social distancing. Stuff like that. And then poking fun at everybody who's doing radically different things. Anyway, you should search for that tweet. It's brilliant.
Well, thank you, Prime Minister Trudeau. We need to work together to flatten the curve and fight off COVID-19. I think in times of crisis, I think we all know that it's the celebrities that we count on most. They're the ones who are going to get us through this. Right after healthcare workers, of course, first responders, people who work in essential services, ping pong players, mannequins. They're great. Childhood imaginary friends. Sure, like 400 other types of people. Look, stay at home, practice social distancing, wash your hands. We are gonna get through this thing. We're gonna get through this thing together. And I'd like to nominate these three great Canadians to spread the word. Mr. Stephen Page, Constable Terry Reynolds of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and Mr. Seth Rogen of the Point Grey Rogans.
Seth Rogen follows up on that. But anyway, so that's just a quick off the cuff to say I can't believe that this that this caught anybody by surprise. I can't believe that that we aren't already bracing for the possibility of an extended period of time in our homes. I think that while wishful thinking is good and that we would all be released back into the world on Easter here in the States, I don't think that's reasonable, and I don't think that if it does happen that you should participate. I think we should sit a little bit longer and try to figure out if we really flattened the curve by that date or not, because we radically need to reduce our number of case increases, active case increases for the day. So with that, I hope you have a great day. Please stay healthy. Please stay safe. Wash your hands. Thanks for seeing us today. Have a good one. Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.